abilities was involved and managed to go, to contribute and work for the project. So in this sense, yes, badge was inspiring, eye-opening for them. They, through project-based learning, they were involved into presentation skills. They became creative. We became creative with them as well, because we tried to just come closer to the mode they are more used to learning nowadays. So due to the social media, TikTok and numerous other platforms, we know that videos are the most compact, concise way to just bridge this knowledge gap between teachers and learners. So this is why we had so many videos. This is why we got the theory in a way that is user-friendly, aiming thus to be as beneficial as much as possible for everybody who's going to access it in the future. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Comments?
It's wonderful visual quality in the videos. It's really impressive.
Thank you. Actually, the videos where the students were actors were shot with a very good camera, but not by a professional, and this is why we have this sound problem, which is not professional sound. And yeah, but the problem is that with the Erasmus Plus projects, you cannot hire someone from the open market. It has to be someone from the university.
I mean, the animations in the first video, that's what I was thinking of. I thought the visual quality of those was
Oh yes, yes. These were through, there's a platform called Powtoon, Powtoon. So we just purchased the license for a month to produce as many videos as possible. It was not, I think it was not expensive. Project management and implementation money, yes. And then the students had time to experiment themselves on the kind of, if they're going to have their voice on, if it's going to be just titles, or if they're going to have subtitles. And also this process of creating something, getting feedback, and then have to edit again, do it another time. I mean, just put in the end the badge logo as it should be. Although you keep telling this to the students, but when they come into actually implementing them, they realize that something is missing, or the voice is not, good, etc., etc. So yes, that was.
I just want to ask about the meetings of the students. Then you said was it twice
online. We met. We were very well. Everybody was unfortunate because by the time the project started, it was I think it was. Yes, the process started in September. Okay, so the first meeting was sometime in November. That was online, and we aimed to meet in person, physically. In April or August or something, and then it was COVID, so everything was suspended. So we actually met, and I met them for the first time, my students, end of April this year. And it was very funny because very often we think that online communication is not as effective. However, I realized that the moment I just met them, I felt very close to them. I mean, it was not this, hi, oh, okay, yes, this is the first time I see you in person. I see you're tall, short, etc., whatever, but I didn't feel distant at all. And they had the same feeling too. Yes, we met in late April, and then we had a learning training event in Bielovar in beginning of May, which was 2nd to the 8th. And then end of May, the Bielovar students came to Thessaloniki, and we had the follow-up of this thing.
So it seems like they built good relations between them.
Very good. Very good.
outcome for the project.
Very good, very good. Although, to tell you the truth, at some point there was a cultural problem because it was a group. It was a lady. Well, not lady, a young lady. I mean, you can't say lady in her 20s. And there was a boy from a young gentleman from Yellowbar. And there you could see the clash of the cultures because.
Intense passion, right?
Sorry?
It was intense passion.
Not really.
No?
It has to do, no,
That's
no,
too bad.
unfortunately, no. It has to do with politeness. I mean, in Greece, we are never very direct. We tend to say things in a polite way. We think it's extremely rude. So what the Greek student said is that I keep telling him, we have to do this for the project. And he does nothing. Now, when they had this, we just asked them what happened. We were all the three of us in the meeting, and then the Croatian student said, if she tells me what to do, I'm going to do it. But this is an order for us. We cannot order other people. So at this point, this was, you know, the low and high cultures, and you know how immediate or direct you are allowed to be, was the only problem we've had with their cooperation and collaboration. And they were very good with deadlines, surprisingly. Actually, we asked them to do this in stages. For example, we told them that you won't have an animated video unless you write the scenario. So they wrote the scenario, and then we revised the scenario, just saying that this is not clear, this is a lot, too many words for 1 minute video, etc., etc. So this was this back and forth, you know, 2 or 3 times till they get focused. And then once they started doing the video, they were much better than me, believe me, because it's just, you know, skills. They are born with it. So yes, but apart from this, we hadn't have any problems at all. It ran very smoothly. I mean, we really enjoyed it with kiddos. We really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I could see it as a learning opportunity for yourself as well.
Oh
and
yes,
your-
absolutely. Yes, it was a learning opportunity for me. Well, actually, when I teach presentation skills, I always ask my students to present the same presentation, the same topic, twice. First time, it's not good. They realize that they have stage fright, they are not focused, and I always ask the same question to the presenter. So I tell him, what is your main point? Okay, just write it down and give it to me. And once she or he finishes the presentation, I ask the audience, what do you remember from this presentation? So if the key point that the person who prepared the presentation is close to the audience remember or get, bingo. If not, then you should revise it and focus on the content you want to present. So the second time, most of them, not most of them, all of them usually, or at least 95%, they are completely different, more focused, much relaxed. They have much better PowerPoint, which is not the essence of presenting, but for them, who are mostly visual, they think it's everything. So they have these cramped PowerPoints where the PowerPoint becomes a presenter and not, they don't present, etc., etc. So I would say yes, but presenting the same thing twice makes a difference.
I do it slightly differently, but also two presentations, but within a specific period of time. So the first presentation is in December, after 3 months for first-year students, after 3 months of learning.
Yes.
And they get the video clip, and we record it in the classroom. And make
Excellent.
clips. And then they get it, and actually I'm sitting there, I don't pay attention, but I'm there, the stressor has to be there, right? So, and they get the clips to analyze, and we analyze together, right? And I say, because they don't want to look, oh, it must be terrible, and I say, this is a learning experience. And then when I do it at Easter, around Easter,
Yeah.
it's so much better, like
Oh,
you
yes,
said.
absolutely, yes.
It's, and they
They're
get
more
the second
mature,
clip
yes.
as well, and I say, now compare how much you've learned and how much, not better, how much more experienced you are right now for the same presentation twice. I think an excellent idea.
And to go back to what Ella mentioned yesterday, she mentioned that how she's trying to convince her students to attend presentations or to learn about presentations. I just do it in a sentence. I say that personally I won a scholarship and a Cochrane fee because of presentations. And a former student of mine got a job at BMW once he has completed his presentation. He was offered the job, I mean. So just to make them realize how it makes a difference in today's world. So,
I guess this is a moment that we have to stop. So
Yes.
thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Questions you can ask them to Vasilia during the networking time, during the lunch, after lunch. Right now, just literally 2 minutes break, and Jamie will take over with his workshop. In the morning, I sent you the materials to your email, so please check if you have them. If there is anyone in the room who has not received the materials, please let me know. I will just forward them, okay? The materials are from Jamie. The workshop will take 1 hour, so remember to finish on time, because then you're gonna have less time for your lunch, okay? And yes, and after workshop, we're gonna have photo session, so just a few pictures from the promotion department, and yes, so please don't disperse, okay? Okay, so the picture will be close to the lunchroom, okay?
It's mine.
Yes, this is mine.
Yes, it's mine.
Pictures already on the computer, I just need our IT guy to change it, okay?
No, that's not the present. No, I want to have a
Okay.
I did say this yesterday. No, I also did this will have an internet connection.
Parce qu'ils sont déjà pris beaucoup de choses maintenant. Vous voyez la différence? C'était venu étonné, donc et à partir de ça, ils ont ça, le parce que la dernière cours, c'est rien, c'est un peu bizarre, mais là, je pense que je vais ça me change avec Oui.
So this is why yesterday we started.
Oui,
Is it?
So you
Lula, is it, am I wrong? The main program with the writing courses, for example, so they start in the spring, or they start in the they start in October.
Okay, okay.
So they start in October.
Yes.
So the scientific
la dernière séance, face à chaque fois,
So